Once upon a time, in a small town nestled in the countryside, there was an abandoned mansion that stood alone on the outskirts of the town. The mansion had been empty for years, and the villagers avoided it at all costs, believing it to be haunted. The mansion was a large and imposing structure, with ivy growing up the walls and broken windows that stared out like empty eyes. The villagers whispered stories of ghostly apparitions and strange noises coming from the mansion at night. But there was one person in the village who was not afraid of the mansion. Her name was Elise, and she had always been fascinated by the old house. She would often sneak out of her house at night to explore the mansion, despite the warnings of her parents and the other villagers. One night, as she was wandering through the dusty halls of the mansion, she heard a faint noise coming from one of the rooms. Curious, she followed the sound and found herself in a room that was completely different from the rest of the house. The room was clean and well maintained, with a fire burning in the fireplace and a table set for dinner. As she looked around the room, she noticed a portrait hanging on the wall. It was a portrait of a beautiful woman, with dark hair and sparkling eyes. Elise was drawn to the portrait, and as she approached it, she saw that the woman in the portrait seemed to be looking back at her. Suddenly, the room began to change. The fire in the fireplace grew brighter, and the table was filled with delicious food. The woman in the portrait stepped out of the painting and introduced herself as the lady of the mansion. She told Elise that she had been waiting for someone like her, who was not afraid to explore the abandoned mansion and discover its secrets. The lady of the mansion went on to tell Elise that the mansion was not haunted, but was home to a powerful magic that protected the town from harm. She explained that the villagers had forgotten the magic, and that was why they avoided the mansion. The lady of the mansion then revealed that she had been trapped in the portrait for years, unable to leave the mansion and protect the village. She asked Elise to take on the role of the protector of the village and to keep the magic of the mansion alive. Elise was amazed and thrilled by the lady of the mansion's story. She accepted the lady's offer, and from that day on, she spent her days exploring the mansion, learning about the magic, and protecting the village. The villagers soon realized that the mansion was not haunted, but was instead a source of protection for the town. They apologized to Elise for not believing her, and they welcomed her as the protector of the village. Years passed, and the mansion became a place of pilgrimage for the villagers. They would bring gifts and offerings to the lady of the mansion and Elise, who had become a respected member of the community. And so, the abandoned mansion, once feared by the villagers, became a symbol of protection and magic for the town and the people living in it. And Elise, the brave young girl, became a legend for her courage and determination in discovering the secret of the mansion and keeping the magic alive.